Hello everyone, I'm Treasures of Tarot and we're going to look at what your 2024 is going to look like. So, to pick your group, just close your eyes, take a deep breath and release. You can either pick between numbers 1, 2 and 3, or you can pick according to these crystals. Group number 2 and for group number 3. And you've made your choice, let's get to the group. You're gonna be a hero in your own life, passion for a journey of personal empowerment. So from this card you can see, these two people are climbing up the mountain. Maybe in the past you felt like whatever you worked towards, maybe the one goal that you really had in mind, you were trying to get up to it, but somehow you were always like pushed down and you could never really reach the top. Okay, but this time it's like, what, I'm getting the third time, I'm gonna give this a try for good and I'm gonna see it till the end. So the first part of the year we've got the Empress, okay, which means that you are in your receptive energy, you are living your best life and you are not taking anybody's bullshit and you are ready to create your reality that you're wanting. You are ready to receive that and create that, and you are in your power, you're standing in your power this time. And to go along with that, we have a very beautiful card which says be bold and make the first move. Goes very well with the major arcana we've got. So you're gonna be bold and you're gonna make moves for real in the first part of the year. And maybe for some of you who are trying to have a child, this is a great sign for that. But you are creating something, giving birth to new ideas, and you are flourishing. Then for the second part of the year, we've got the King of Swords. Now the King of Swords, and see, it's very blue. This is blue in blue moon. So King of Swords, it means that maybe you're gonna have an air sign who's gonna be significant, who's going to play a significant role. It could be a Gemini, Libra or Aquarius, or it might be that you are displaying qualities of an air sign and a king, especially because you're very mature, you're very clear in what you want and you are not being swayed by other people's opinions of whether or not you can achieve this goal. And the card to go along with this is believe in the impossible. So maybe you're in the middle of the mountain and by now you're just like, oh my god, this seems so impossible, I cannot reach this goal, I don't know, I want to give up. But it's almost saying that the people that support you, invite them and draw like strong boundaries. It seems like this person is holding their people. Yeah, you are standing in all your glory. In 2024, the third house. So the third house talks about learning, higher learning, or your neighborhood. So this is telling me that okay, there might be relocation in the cards for you. You're moving somewhere, and because of this change of your environment, you are learning a lot and giving back also, because this new environment is really intellectually stimulating for you and you are grabbing all this information and you're also giving back to your community because of this. Now the sign which is important for you is Sagittarius. Sagittarius again is a sign of higher education, learning, and really hitting the arrow to the bull's eye and reaching for greater heights. It also talks about travel a lot. So you're traveling and you have a lot of confidence, enthusiasm, faith, good fortune, authority. So yeah, like you are very enthusiastic in the beginning, and in the middle of the year you need to continue nurturing that faith, and in the end you are attaining that good fortune, that success that you set out for. Now, the planet which is important is Saturn. Okay, so the part of you that accepts challenge to gain wisdom. Climbing a mountain isn't very easy, it's a very challenging task, but you are ready to accept this challenge. You are ready to go uphill and reach your destination. So you are overcoming these obstacles, but with the mindset that, hey, I get to do this, or I have the opportunity to face these obstacles also, because some people just choose to be comfortable and never really get out of the comfort zone or explore or really reach what's at the end of the tunnel or at the end of the rainbow. They never get the pot of gold because they're very afraid. And you are really embracing these obstacles and challenges, and through hard work, you're very hardworking. So nobody can say that, hey, it was just easy for you to reach here. Okay. Now, you've got 2 important or significant months for you for 2024. The first one is November. Okay, a year from now, because November is going on right now. And then you have February, and you see, the wind blowing. It seems like it's really cold. So you might be somewhere where there's snow, it's really cold, really windy, one day in Chicago. And now I have some tea leaf fortune cards for you also for different quarters of the year. The first quarter is bird flying, news is on the way. So maybe you've got some news that, hey, this is ready to go. If there was some legal documentation or something like that, you've got the news that, yeah, you're accepted in this course or something like that, this job, and you're ready to fly. Because I'm really seeing that you are traveling somewhere, and like a bird who's taking the first flight, you are jumping head first, So that's the first quarter of the year. Really excited to take on the challenges. And the second part of the year is Lion, time to act. So you're roaring and being territorial about your goals, your dreams, and you're protecting them. And you're announcing that, I am on this path. Whoever's with me can come with me. Otherwise, you can leave. The third part of the year, very fitting, is basket, recognition, reward for merit. So you are getting recognized for all the hard work and all the success that you have achieved. And the last part of the year is psychic ability, trust your intuition. Okay, of course, after success and fame or recognition, everybody is just like eyeing your success. And I think the last part of the year, you'll really realize that who are the people that are on your side and who's not. And you're really seeing the difference between true friends and friends who just want to be a part of your success, I guess. So you are being very protective of what you have achieved, and you are working hard to maintain and be on top for as long as you can. And for the last part, I would like for you to have a yes or no question in your mind. Although you've already seen the answer, but whatever question you had, a very significant question for your 2024, just think about that. Ask that question, am I going to do this, or get that? Is that going to happen? Whatever question it is, yes or no, just ask that question. And I will answer in 3, 2, 1. It's yes. So yeah, you're achieving whatever you asked for. And that's your reading. Thank you. Hello and welcome. If there's a sound of like somebody cleaning, yeah, because there's cleaning going on. So if you chose this crystal, this is your reading, group number 2. Okay. And this is the reading for your 2024 predictions or advice. And so the first card to tell the overall theme of your 2024 is God. Okay, benevolence and compassion, recognizing the eternal force within yourself and others. And the shadow attributes would be despotism, cruelty, using power to control people. So you are turning definitely towards God. You're creating a lot of compassion towards yourself and other people. Maybe you are, regaining that belief in God. Yeah, yes, that God does exist. And you're somewhere also showing compassion and being God for other people. That could be a thing. Like a lot of people look up to you, for guidance, for inspiration. So that's the theme of your. Now let's look at the first part of your year. We've got Six of Wands here. Six of Wands starting strong. You are really loved by the people around you. You are in the public eye. Like a lot of people are praising about you. You have achieved a lot of success. You're really confident. You are really dancing in your own glory. And you've got confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. Maybe you're a Leo, or like there's a new moon in Leo, the beginning of the year maybe. You can check that. And you are, your inner lion is getting awake, and yeah, you are just feeling this fresh beginning and feeling much more confident in yourself. And reconciliation, maybe if you were in no contact with someone, or like you really want somebody from the past to contact you, maybe there is a chance for you to reconcile differences that you had, or even like reconciling your past self with the confident self. Okay, maybe you have like been bogged down with life and you have forgotten like who you are and what you wanted, and so you're reconciling what you really set out to do, and you are being authentic to yourself in the beginning of the year. And again, success is assured with good plans and hard work. So you are definitely bearing egg and you are very successful. You are ready to, like, you are putting in the hard work, but somewhere it almost feels like it's very effortless for you because you enjoy what you truly do in the beginning of the year. And like the planet that is there, which is significant for Venus, and Venus is the planet of beauty, success, intelligence, valuables, material things, all the luxuries of life. So I think in the beginning of the year, you're really like focusing on your beauty, your appearance, your material things, how you adorn yourself. You are focusing on that, and people are finding you really attractive, alluring in the beginning of the year. You are truly a magnet for everybody around you. You are feeling so blessed also because Venus is the planet of blessing. You're feeling your divine feminine, very similar to like group 1 in this sense, feeling that receptive energy that you're ready to receive. Now moving into the second part of your year, we see death. Don't be afraid of death, because while it may mean little death, but that's very uncommon. So death is the card of transformation. Okay, like even a new moon eclipse. Eclipse is like when there's darkness, you can't see, but there is light behind. Okay, like eclipse is like when the bad times are kind of like eclipsing the good times, and you kind of struggle to see the silver lining. But like a snake, you need to shed your old skin and like become a new person. Like a caterpillar, you need to like grow into a butterfly and go into hibernation and go into metamorphosis. So in the middle part of the year, you are doing that. You are really now you're done with success and everything. Now what do you want to like focus towards? Like what do you want to work towards? You've had all the material, physical, appearance-based, every kind of success that you can imagine. You have achieved that, and now you are kind of restructuring what kind of a human you want to be and what you want to work towards. And whatever challenges maybe you are gonna face, you are really gonna overcome them. With the eagle, because you have the bird's eye view. Because like even like the keynote arrow, she says that eagle is maybe the highest flying bird. So you have, when you walk with something of a higher purpose, or like see things beyond what they seem, you are able to like overcome those obstacles and see that okay, it's just a blip in like the entire story. And God also, like from the God's point of view, just like okay, God knows what they're doing, so I'm gonna embrace this change. And maybe you're also like moving into a different position, or like doing something out of your comfort zone. Now this change might be related to your house, because we have the 4th house, which is related to the sign of Cancer. and yeah, the roots of your being, your family. Maybe you're welcoming a new child, or like moving houses, or being closer to someone. And it somewhere also gives me a little bit of tones, like only take what resonates. Do not try to force the messages, but maybe saying goodbye to somebody close to you, or like a loved one, or like maybe spending time with them during their like final hours, if that makes sense. But otherwise, I see that maybe you're moving more inward and restructuring your house, maybe, and kind of reflecting on where you were and how far you've come, and how you want to move ahead in your life. Just in sync with the message here. And for you, like the significant month of the year is August. You're going to see a lot of changes in August. And Libra sign, the significant sign. This energy is diplomatic and gracious, seeks harmony, balance in relationships. So again, like towards the end of the year, you're drawing your energy more towards relationships, family, harmony, more towards people, more towards home. And maybe in that department is where you feel a little bit of struggle, but you're gonna make it through. You are very resilient in what you have gone through in terms of your relationships, and you are standing strong, and you're ready to like even overcome this like little challenge, because you are never like afraid of putting effort or like seeking a solution and going ahead with it. Okay, you are a very practical person. So this is the problem, and this is what the solution is, and we're gonna get the results. So communication is key. Also, new moon in Gemini, so anytime that is happening, it's gonna be important. So whatever the issues would be surrounding relationships, or maybe something on your heart, I think you're gonna re-establish the way you connect with others and connect with yourself, and it's important to be vocal about that. And you are gonna really reach your relational goals for sure when you put effort in the way you communicate, because that is very overlooked, but it's a very like foundational thing that relationships are built on, and if they can be worked upon, I think any problem would be solved. Now, before I leave you out, I want you to ask a yes or no question, okay? And you have free will, whatever comes out, and just think about it. I'm going to give you like 3 seconds and count and reveal the answer to your question. Okay, in 3, 2, 1. So it says unlikely. So whatever you're wishing for, it says it's unlikely that you might get it, but it's not like a no, It almost feels like, what you're wishing for, it's not what you should really wish for, because maybe there's a greater plan in place than this. So, God's rejection is protection, in the end. So again, God is coming a lot. So maybe you are going back to your faith a lot to keep going, and you're gonna start off the year really great. And the letters like P, E, E, B might be very important, or like L or G and A. Okay, so lab, I'm getting the words like lab, like foundation. Those words are really important. So yeah, all the best, group 2 for your 2024. I hope you enjoyed your reading, and take care. Welcome pile 3 to your 2024 predictions and guidance. So if you chose this crystal, this is your reading. Okay, so the first theme is the artist. Okay, 2024, you are expressing a dimension of life that is just beyond the 5 senses, inspiring others to see life symbolically. So you are in your creative era, artist. You are really, going beyond just survival and having fun with life this year. You get to choose where your life goes this year. You are the artist. So essentially all of this is in your hands. However this year goes, you have full control. Nothing is predetermined for you, and you have full control of how your 2024 goes. That's a very empowering message. And you're gonna inspire others and make others feel things that are very hard to define, but that really fill up their soul. So that's really beautiful. And even if you do things in a language, even if you maybe sing in Korean and people don't understand, how K-pop got famous, they don't care what you're saying. They don't care if they don't understand what you're saying, but it really touches them. They resonate with it. So let's look at the planetary influence that is there. It's the Chiron. So your healing power, empathy, ability to teach or learn remedies. So Chiron is basically the wounded healer. Okay, so maybe you've gone through so much in your life, and now you are imparting that wisdom because you survived and you want to help those. In the example that maybe somebody was bullied in school because it turned their life around, and now they want to start a foundation where spread awareness, more light on this subject, right? So you are helping those, and with the artist combined, it almost shows me that how people say that if somebody's singing heartbreak songs and they've gone through it themselves, the music is more melodious. So it almost feels like you're putting your pain and you're turning into art, right? So that's what it feels like to me. The focus of your 2023 is you, what people see and the impression you give. So the core of you is literally the year about you. It's all about you. The world is revolving around you in 2024. A lot of eyes are gonna be on you, and you're really shining. And the sign that is there, I think you are also focusing on treating yourself like a child, because Cancer is the sign of the mother, home, sensitivity, emotions, caring, love, family, mother or child. So your focus is either you are a mother, or you turn towards your mother, or learn from her a lot, or you are trying to reparent yourself in 2024. So let's start off with the first part of the year. We've got the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles, it shows that you are very comfortable where you are financially, in your career. You are so satisfied, and you're also giving back to the community because you have earned so much and you have almost an abundance. You want to give back to the community. It also ties in with the message that I was saying before, that you have reached a level where now you can impart wisdom to others. You can now share the pearls of wisdom that you have picked up along the way. In the first part of the year, you're gonna meditate and contemplate and be in that energy a lot, and be in a lot of flowy energy, because to be creative you need to flow, right? Fishes, and maybe focus on aesthetics. Just be very humanitarian. That's what I'm getting from this. And we've got the dolphin. It's so funny, there's fishes here and there's a dolphin here. Financial gain usually coming from something you did in the past. So maybe you created something in the past, a piece of art or something like that, and it's picking up momentum now. Because even some songs are in the past, the example that comes to my mind is the Masawa song that is trending a lot on the reels, Shakala, Hala Shakala. So I was just singing that, and my mom said, yeah, it's a very old song. So I had no idea about that. So somewhere, whatever, your past, somewhere it almost feels like the suffering you went through in the past, it was not for nothing, right? You are gaining jewels out of that. like it's almost like a diamond that went under pressure. Like it takes a lot of pressure to create a diamond. So that's what's happening, you know. Now you're finally like mining the diamonds out. And again, there's goldfish, another fish. Oh my god, 3 fishes. Are you like Pisces? Like, are you a water sign? Scorpio, Pisces, Cancerian? It means in material wealth or spiritual growth. So you have the material comfort, right? And that's why it's also leading to spiritual growth. Because if you look at, you know, the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, once you've got your bases covered, that's when you can self-actualize, that's when you can create something, that's when you can think beyond and transcend. So once you cover in that, you are getting an opportunity to grow spiritually. Now the second part of the year, your commitment is being tested. So, you know, we tend to sometimes take things for granted, and so it's like, are you really committed to giving back to others, or are you just enjoying the perks that come with, you know, being recognized, like having all these things that make our life easy? So like, are we being grateful, or are we just taking it for granted? And the Chariot is like, you know, you're going full speed ahead, you know, whatever obstacles that are there, because the Chariot, you know, there are 2 sphinx, one is black and one is white, going in different directions, but the person riding Chariot is so strong-headed and so committed in whatever they are doing that they are able to tackle that and, you know, not lose sight of what was drawing them ahead. So you are not losing sight of what you started, like why you know, were on this path, and you are going full force ahead. Even if your commitment is being tested, you are really acing this test. And Chariot is also, you know, sign of Cancer is significant. Towards the end of the year, you're gonna enjoy that light-hearted time, carefree time with your friends, maybe with the people you love, and you're going out, maybe partying a little bit. 3 of Cups, you know, hanging out with people that fill up your time and your emotionality. You're celebrating your success in a way. And going hand in hand with the message that was here before, don't let pride get in your way, full moon and Leo. So somewhere, you know, like you have honor and respect, and you have recognition, you have that crown, and you know, it's a very big responsibility to bear that crown. So it's just saying that, you know, do not let it get to your head, but use it for good. Because yeah, like initially you started out with the thing that, okay, you were the wounded healer. You were wounded, you turned your wounds into gold, and now you're enjoying that. But it's saying that maybe even connecting with friends, maybe you started here, okay, and now you're here, and maybe people around you are still here. So it's saying that, you know, be grounded to your roots. Do not let that sway you away, like with the wrong crowd maybe. And like once you know, really learn how to respect the crown, yeah, like people will really like admire you, and you're gonna like become an example of how to really like, you know, how a person should be and how a person should carry or like respect fame, or you know, the platform that people achieve after getting success, recognition. And the month that will be important for you would be October. I think October is also fall, so it's almost saying that you're gonna let like the responsibilities or like such like hard work that you were doing here like fall for a little bit. And maybe October is where, you know, you are kind of slowing down and taking account of like, am I still on the path that I started on, or am I being swayed? Am I falling down from, is my crown falling down? You know, do I need to fix it? So I think October is going to be that month for you. And before I close out the reading for 2024, which is looking great, you can ask a yes or no question, okay? And always know that, you know, you have free will. Only take what resonates and leave the rest, okay? Because you are the artist, you are the driving force, whatever comes. And know that whatever the answer is, it's always, you know, rejection is God's protection, and there might be a bigger plan or like, you are dreaming this much and God has this much dreams. So in 3, 2, 1, let's see what the answer is to your question. It's no with an exclamation mark. It's like, no, are you dumb? Like, why would you go back to that? Like, if you were to ask, am I going to get back to this person? It's almost like, no, I think we left that in the past. Your spirit guides are like, no, like, come on, like, hey, no. So that's what I say. Thank you for listening to this reading. And if you stayed till now, I'm so grateful. And group number 3, this 2024 looks like an amazing year for you. All the best. God bless. And bye-bye.